What's up? What's up, y'all? Polo Sports Talking ENT here again with another one. Make sure you hit the like, make sure you hit the sub, comment, do all of that, and also make sure you're hitting the notifications too, so that you're able to get each and every one of my videos. Now, it's been reported that Liangelo Ball is going to go ahead and play with the Charlotte Hornets Summer League team. Okay. Now, if anybody knows me, I got a lot of respect for the Ball brothers, but particularly Liangelo Ball. Okay. Now, Liangelo Ball has been working hard on this game. Um, for the most part this summer. I want to give a shout out to AB the Hero. If you're not subbed to his channel, definitely go sub to his channel, and also sub to um, my boy Ticket TV or Pro Basketball Updates too, because he was actually one of the first one to break this story too as well. Also, shout out to both of them. But AB the Hero has been keeping up with Leangelo Ball consistent consistently for the most part. I hope that Leangelo Ball goes out there and thrives because he's faced a tremendous amount of adversity now. The whole situation where he went over there in China, I think it was, and stole glasses and everything while he was playing for UCLA and stuff. That was on him. He brought that on himself. But he was young. Everybody makes mistakes. He's not perfect, and you live and you learn. But in terms of him trying his best to get on an NBA roster, he has actually been doing that. Now, I thought initially when he had got on with the Pistons, it was last year when he had got on with the Pistons. Everybody was praising him. It was during the preseason, but he was let go and had to end up playing in the bubble for a little bit. Now he had went. We got to remember that he had went undrafted in 2018, and he was playing a little bit for the Oklahoma City Blue. Um, and then that was up until the right ankle injury because he had suffered that. He had suffered that. No, 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 no. Matter of fact, no. He. Okay, wait a minute. I know what happened. Let me backtrack a little bit. He suffered the injury. It was after he had signed with Detroit. After he had signed with Detroit. Okay, I apologize about that. It was after that. It was a right ankle injury, and that was like a few days after he had been waived by Detroit. Now he was like when he was playing overseas in Lithuania, he averaged 12.6 points and 2.9 rebounds, and didn't play very many minutes. He only played about 21.7 minutes in 16 games. So he besides that he hadn't really got the elite level of experience that he needed to say, okay, hey, look, this guy is ready. But I believe in Jello. Now, me saying that I believe in Jello because when he goes out there uh, in August, the summer league begins in August. It'll be August the 8th through the 17th. That's when the Vegas Summer Leagues began. When he goes out there in August, he's going to have to pretty much play as if his life depended on it. Now, let me let me be clear about this, okay? Liangelo Ball, he can make it in the league. Like I said, he's lost weight. He's done everything. If you see some of his photos and stuff, he did what I thought was best, which was shedding a few pounds to take pressure off of his knees and take pressure off of his joints. Um, that was the first thing that I said that he should do. The other thing that I said that he should do is just focus on shooting, on just being a shooter, an outside shooter, because we know that he can score, but in the NBA, there's so many other players that can score a lot better than you. We're not talking about you being at Chino Hills and playing that way, because there's so many other guys that are so much more gifted than you are and can score a lot better. Okay, so you need to do what you can to stay in a uniform and stay on a roster. And if that means that you just have to be a 3 and D type of player, then so be it. That's what you'll have to do. So that's why I said that he should lose a couple of pounds, knock off those pounds or whatnot. He's not super athletic or anything like that, but can he get up or whatever? Yeah, he can get up and everything, but that's not what they need you for, you know. And if you're out there thinking that, okay, I'm gonna play the same game that I did while I was in Lithuania or while I was in at Chino Hills, you're not gonna stay on the roster. I'm pushing for Liangelo Ball. I do want him to make it. He It would be phenomenal for all three brothers to be in the league, but nobody cares about that. Again, this is the NBA. Nobody wants a storybook ending or anything like that. This is a competitive league. They don't care if your cousin is there. They don't care if your brother is there. They don't care. They don't care if your daddy is there. These guys are out to take your lunch, and it can't be, oh yeah, well, he's my brother. He's in here and da 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 and all that. Nobody cares about that. That's just like when Lonzo Ball had came in with a whole bunch of clout and was highly anticipated. Guess what? Patrick Beverly had to show, he ran into Patrick Beverly the first game, and Patrick Beverly was giving him some humble pie. And not to say that Alonzo Ball was not humble, but the thing about it is that he welcomed him into the NBA in a physical fashion, letting him know that it's not going to be as easy as you think. Now, like I said, if he goes out there and he loses the weight or continues to maintain the weight that he has, um, he just knows his role. Pretty much, he would just need to just be a role player in order to survive in the league. And I know that he wants to be, the cream of the crop, superstar, and all that other stuff. But some guys are not fit to be superstars. They're more fit to be just a solid player, either coming off the bench or a role player. It's just we have to face those facts. Uh, Lamelo Ball is a superstar. He's a superstar. Uh, he's a superstar, and Not only is he a superstar, he's going to be a Hall of Famer. He's going to be a Hall of Famer, you know. So his brother, his brother and him are completely different. I don't even think Lonzo is going to be a superstar type of player. And out of all the three, it's going to be LaMelo Ball that's going to have the more successful career. But I do want Liangelo Ball to make it. Make no mistake about it. I feel like when given the opportunity and the hard work that he puts in, he could actually survive on an NBA roster. But he can't play the same way that he did when he was in Lithuania, nor can he play the same way when he was at Chino Hills. It's not happening. Even though at Chino's Hills, he led the league led the team in scoring, and he was by far the best scorer. But you wouldn't even know it because he was quietly getting it done. So I think that if he's gonna have to really change his overall game, and to me, I don't like anybody changing their overall game. But if it means for you to survive in the league, you hit the like and hit the sub as you come on in. If it means for you to survive in the league, that's that's what you want. That's what you want. The coaches are not there to see Liangelo Ball be a superstar. They want to see. Let's see. Hold on. You said Red Pill. What? Salute to you, Red Pill. I see you in the building. You can hop in here too if you want. Um, Liangelo Ball has to play like PJ Tucker, shoot threes and play defense, hustle. He has to earn his way into the NBA. Yeah, that's right. That's facts. What's up, DJ 23? I see you in the building, bro. Hey, DJ 23, man. I'll be listening to your beats, man. I've listened to some of your beats, bro. Y'all go sub to DJ 23's page, man. I listened to some of his beats, man. He got some nice beats on there. You made those? Those were homegrown, brother. Let me know, bro. But shout out to DJ 23. But Red Pill, you got a point on that. Listen, he can't play the same way that he did when he was at Chino Hills, nor can he play the same way when he was at when he was in Lithuania. Red Pill was on hitting on facts right now. He has to change his game and he has to play like that PJ Tucker type and be a 3 and D guy. And he doesn't even need to be that threat of an offensive player. Just do what's best and what's necessary for the betterment of the team. I felt like Detroit could have kept him, but they didn't. It was their decision. I think having a guy like Liangelo Ball would have did them some good. You said Liangelo Ball and PJ Tucker have similar frame. Well, not anymore. Red Pill, not anymore. He's lost weight. He's lost weight. Red Pill. D'Angelo Ball has lost weight. I don't know if you've seen the photos. This right here. That photo isn't anything, man. He's lost a lot of weight. He's not that husky anymore. And I think he's trying to lose some more weight too. So you're not talking about that same Leangelo Ball that was real husky. You know, I think him losing weight is really good for him. Not only losing uh, weight or BMI body mass, but also losing body fat and getting chiseled. That's what's going to help him. Because see, when you lose weight like that, it takes it takes pressure off of your knees and off of your ankles, off of your joints and off of your lower extremities. So him going out there, and it'll be like the situation like with Kevin Love. Kevin Love became, like, I'm not going to say a 3 and D guy, but he transitioned his game to the outside when he had to play in Cleveland. But the only flip side to that, when he did that, when he played in Cleveland, it kind of backfired on him because he lost weight a little bit too fast. You said Leandro Ball has to make a name in the summer league. He's got to outwork everybody on the floor and do the intangibles to win. Guard 94 feet, be an agitator. Yeah, I don't know about 94 feet, um, but he will have to play solid D because he's probably not going to be. If you're going to be playing 94 feet at his position, then he would have to be playing, like the point guard position and everything. Salute to you, Florida boy. I see you in the building, man. Shout out to Florida, Jacksonville, Tallahassee, South Beach, New Smyrna, uh, man, Jacksonville, Fort Lauderdale, Tampa, all of that, man. Shout out to that whole Florida and the Southeast. Um, yes, you're right on that though. He does have to do the intangibles to win. Now, 94 feet, I don't know if they're quite going to do that in the summer league. Now if you're playing a point guard position, of course, you will probably pick your man up, not relatively that far. But him playing a position that he's playing, I doubt that. And if he does do that, red pill, he would have to lose even some more weight. But I like the direction that he's going. I like the direction that he's going. People expect me to get on here and talk trash about Liangelo Ball. I've heard so much slander about this guy. It's just disrespectful. Liangelo Ball. Now they they got on him about the situation in China and UCLA, whether or not he would make it in college and things of that nature. But they were saying all this personal stuff about him, saying that he was fat and all this other stuff, and he wouldn't make it. He has no business even trying out for the league and all this other stuff. But I'm like, the more that you keep telling the guy that, the harder he's gonna work. This guy is relentless. This guy is relentless, and all I want him to do is just go out there. Don't do any more than what you need to do. Because I'm pushing for this guy to make it. He's still young. He's still young. He's still got a lot of time. You said I remember getting cooked by a D3 level guard. That really humbled me. They see the game different. College level guards are tough and smart. Yeah, they are. You see, Red Pill. It's easy to get on here and say that Leandro Ball sucks, but can you guard him? Because people forget that Leandro Ball is 6'5", 6'6". I think he's a legitimate 6'5" though. You know, so if you going out there and you facing him and you're like he's a couple of inches taller than you, he could stroke the J all day. Now against like somebody like a somebody that's long like a Giannis or somebody that's more on his level defensively, like like PJ Tucker or something like that, he's not going to get away with that because they have a pro level pedigree, and most of the guys have played in college. And then also you got to realize that somebody like PJ Tucker, he has championship experience, championship level experience. So the stuff that he would normally do against the people that are regular, just average players or people that don't even know anything about playing the game, he'll have a field day with them. You said, man, people be hating on Liangelo Ball for that China incident was a mistake. With human make mistakes, we move on. People who bring the past up are assholes and mean people. Yeah, absolutely, Red Pill. You know, listen, I when he did that, I was more disappointed in him than I was trying to, you know, throw salt on him or throw stones at him or drag his name through the mud. I wasn't trying to do that to a guy like Leangelo Ball. He didn't deserve that. He was young just like anybody else. You have to think about it. You know, for those of you that are older, you have to think about it. What were you doing when you were 18, 19, 20 years old? You know, your mind wasn't fully developed. You know, so you're gonna make your mistakes. You're gonna do things that are questionable. You know, but he moved on. Uh, Everybody else has moved on. I've certainly moved on. I don't even bring that up anymore. The only reason I bring it up was was the fact that he you know, I had to talk about it in terms of how far he's come. You said his teammates were bad influence and probably peer pressured him to do that China incident. Yeah, maybe so, but you know, he still did it. You know, and he still, at the end of the day, he was a grown man and he made that decision to do it. You know, so but nevertheless, he was able to move on. Red pill. I don't even. I really don't even like talk about it anymore. Uh, if anything, we should be glad that he's getting this opportunity to play in the summer league because nobody ever thought that he was going to get this type of opportunity, yet alone even be near an NBA floor again. People had honestly forgot about LiAngelo Ball. I didn't because I've kept up with him because AB the hero is real good at keeping up with the Ball brothers. You know, and I trust AB the hero and what he says because he's right there front and center of the action interviewing these guys and bringing the story up to date. I'm excited for everybody. It's just like when Leangelo, I'm sorry about that, when LaMelo Ball had came in, everybody was doubting him, and that was after one game. That was after one game. You know, he put up his donut, didn't score any points, and people were already saying that he was a bust. You said people are shady these days and are really willing to do anything to use your past against you and destroy your character. I had ex friends like that and had to cut them off. Yeah, you have to. You you don't want anybody that's trying to bring that level of toxic energy in your presence. If you made mistakes in your past and they bring it up, just be like, yeah, I made that mistake. There's nothing I could do about it. You can't go back and you can't erase anything, but what you can do is make your present better and make your future better. You always want to plan for the future, of course, but yeah, don't let those shady people get to you, Red Pill. Everybody always gonna have something to say, even if you're doing something good. Like they're talking about LeBron James, they're talking about him, and he's at the top of the hill. They trying to bring up all this negative stuff about him. All this untrue stuff. And see that's not even true. So you can't let people You can't let people, get in your center and try to bring up, little past transgression. Because think about it like this, red pill. You have to look at it like this. What if you open their closet? What if you open their closet? What kind of skeletons are gonna fall out of there? You know. You said high school was good and bad experience for me. Countless number of fake people. Or countless number of fake people. What do you mean? Red pill, explain yourself. That's that's a real good one. How are they treating you, man? You sound like a lot of people rubbed you the wrong way. It sound like a lot of people rubbed you the wrong way. I I know what you went through and stuff, man. But people are gonna do that. People are gonna be people. There's gonna be really great people that are gonna treat you right, and they actually are humble about it and they mean well. And then there's gonna be the snake people that have intentions, that want to wish you fail, that want to prey on your downfalls. That's just what it is. A lot of people they preyed on Liangelo Ball's downfall. They didn't want that guy to succeed. They didn't want him to make it. But guess what? He's about to run in the summer league. Okay, so what? It's the summer league. He's getting an opportunity to play with people that have been working out just as hard as him, that are probably more driven, that that are that are really trying to get to the same spot and the same level that he is. You said as I gotten older, I can see through so many people these days with the fake energy and toxicity. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, but you can't let that. You have to keep doing you. Because the way that I see it though, red pill, is if nobody has anything to say about you and everybody's like doubting you and everybody's throwing you up under the bus and they're not giving you a chance or anything like that, obviously you're doing something right, you know, because look at it like this, red pill. If you're successful, they're gonna have something to say regardless, even if you're successful. It's not going to get any better as you get successful. You said just the basketball teammates and a couple of his friends that never had my back when I was down. Kids at my high school were arrogant and all about seeking popularity. Yeah, that's high school. Status is important in high school and in college. Yeah, yeah. I'm not surprised by that. But you learn through that experience. Now, like you said, as you've gotten older, you've learned to see through the phoniness. But that's what happens, man. You get a lot of people that you think, oh man, that was my friend, or I thought the teammates and the coaches, I thought they had my back. I thought this person was down for me. I thought that was my day one, and then you get hit with a harsh reality. And see, it was good that you went through that, red pill. It was good that you went through that. You said popularity is going to fade away ASAP. Absolutely, absolutely. For some, it may come quicker than others. Look, when you might be the shit in high school, and then overnight, nobody even knows who you are. That's just the reality, because the world is so damn big. The world is big. That person that was extremely popular in high school or in college, um, when they get out in the real world, they'll find out that there's uh, a heightened number of the same people that are doing the same thing and doing it a whole lot better than what they're doing it, if that makes any sense. the competitive drive. Uh, you said red pill. You was. It's funny that you mentioned you know Kev Samuels, but I don't really get into his stuff or anything like that. But somebody was telling me that how he was talking about how a lot of the men, what they desire is a woman to like keep their body in shape, and he brought up all these numbers and stuff like that. But that's just a prime example. You have a lot of women that might have thought that they were popular in high school, getting by, doing this and doing that. But then when they get out in the real world, they find out that there's a woman that's just as pretty as them, more beautiful than them, has a better body, takes care of herself a lot better than them. You said I wasn't popular in high school, never kissed ass, just focus on myself, just was laid back and introverted, still am, never sought for validation. There you go. Shoot, then red pill, you got the right mindset, buddy. You got the right mindset. You have the right mindset. That's what you want, and that's the type of mindset that guys like Liangelo Ball have. He has a mindset that's driven. He said that he's not gonna give up. He's gonna keep at it. He's gonna keep going. He's gonna hustle hard. He's gonna do whatever it takes to stay on the floor. If I gotta lose weight, I'll lose weight. If I have to put up 2,000 jumpers, I'll put up 2,000 jumpers. If I have to run, just a couple more miles, a couple more sprints, that's what I'll do. You have to stay focused on yourself. People are always going to rub you the wrong way, no matter what. And that's not what this video is about. It is about D'Angelo Ball, but I'm digressing a little bit. I'm digressing a little bit, but yeah, red pill, man. You said you saw your old teammate at the gym, and he had the fakest energy, acting all fake and asking me for my number. Wow. And did okay? I don't give out my number to phonies and fake people. Yeah, that's true. Because you don't want to bring up that old bad memory of how they used to treat you, and how how it was during high school. Hey, you've grown up. You're a grown man. You're in a different space right now. Um, and then on top of that, you have other responsibilities and obligations that you need to take care of. You have other obligations and responsibilities that you need to take care of at this point in time. So you can't be worried about anybody else, trying to bring up some old high school stuff that that went on. That right there, it it already go ahead. It shows you that a lot of people got hit with humble pie. That guy probably got hit with some humble pie. He probably got hit with some humble pie. He probably realized that, okay, this is a whole nother world. I'm just a I'm just another number out here. And then the fact that he mistreated you, and the way that he rubbed you the wrong way and everything, he probably thought about that. He said, "Man, I shouldn't have treated Red Pill like that. I shouldn't have came at Red Pill like that. I should have gave Red Pill a chance." And that's probably what he was thinking. So you just gotta stay solid in who you are. Don't let any type of situation dictate you or dictate what you do. Because See, that's the thing that Liangelo Ball is facing right now. He could have gave up. Liangelo Ball is actually well off. His family is well off. He doesn't need to, play ball. He's not doing it for the money. He's doing it because he actually loves the game. He and from a competitive and a pride standpoint too. He's doing it because he absolutely loves the game. He wants to show people that, hey, I can play this game at every level. If it was about money, he wouldn't even be, playing ball, because his father is an entrepreneur. His you know him his mom and his dad and the balls, they come from a good background. They're very wealthy people, but that's not to say that they're not hardworking, because nothing was handed to them. Don't get it twisted, because I like LeVar Ball. I don't sit here and bash him about the way that the guy looks and none of that other stuff. I don't get into any of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I think it's childish that people do stuff like that. You said LeVar Ball is a good African American dad. He really looks out for his son and his family. Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, I mean, he's just a good dad. Period. You know, I don't just put him in. I don't categorize it. Just African American or anything like that. There's good African American fathers. There's good Caucasian fathers. There's good Asian fathers. There's good Latino fathers. There's good fathers in every ethnicity. So um, it doesn't really matter. And the thing about it is that his wife is Caucasian. Miss Ball is Caucasian. So we can't sit here and says that race plays a factor. Because it doesn't. But in terms of being there, in terms of being hard on them, in terms of making sure that he brings the best out of all three of his boys, that's what he did. That's what he did. He absolutely did that. And now they're succeeding. Okay, so what? Jello hasn't made it. There's a lot of people that don't even get this opportunity like this. You he gets the opportunity to actually play uh, up against NBA level competition. Okay, have some of those guys made it yet? No, but he's gaining that experience. He's gotten a chance to play overseas. He's gotten a chance to play at UCLA. There's not very many people that can say that they've done what he's done. So we got to stop all the capping about Liangelo Ball and the balls, and saying that pause, saying that LeVar Ball is this or LeVar Ball is that. Uh, the balls, they get on my nerves and all this other stuff. Man, look, he's doing whatever it necessary to try to get his his sons in the league. You know, you said I met some humble people at my gym I go to. We were talking about women in our workout program. I swear the older adults are really chill and funny. Oh yeah, yeah. A lot. See, a lot of older guys, man, that go to the gym and stuff like that. They just it's their outlet. It's their stress reliever. You know what I'm saying? If you meet like guys that are like teenagers or in their 20s, 9 times out of 10 they're hungry. They really are trying to get somewhere. Like you have two sets of those type of people. You have the ones that are teenagers that they just want to go in there and try to cause a whole bunch of trouble and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They might be going through something. But then you have the ones out there that are young, that are actually trying to get somewhere. Some of these guys are trying to play their respective sports and they're working out because they have a goal that they have to reach. So you have to break it down like that. But 9 times out of 10, the older individuals, they're just there, man, just to, as a stress relief. They're not there to, engage with everybody and take anything that serious. And if they do happen to get into it 9 times out of 10, they're probably just gonna walk away because it's not worth it. You know, I had a situation that I seen at the gym, and there was this 20-year old. He was like in his 20s or something like that, and they were playing ball, and the 20-year old, he I guess he kept saying that the older guy, because he was like in his 40s or something like that. He said he was fouling him and stuff like that, and the younger guy said, you know what, I'm, I'm finna go outside, man, and go get something out of the car and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's when the guy, he said, you know what, it's not even worth it. And the guy apologized to him. He said, hey, I apologize, man. I wasn't trying to foul you or anything like that. He told him straight. He told him in front of everybody. And some people might look at that as a 40-year-old, being a punk or being a sissy or coward or something like that. But actually, in a situation like that, he probably saw that he's old enough to be that guy's father, or uncle or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So he probably could have took it there and took it to that level if he wanted to. But why is he gonna do that? That guy probably has a great job. He probably has a family, and so if the situation goes either or, he could put himself in a real bad predicament. If he goes to jail, guess what? He loses his job. He loses his stability. He has to go through a whole bunch of other stuff and try to recover. And then if the situation goes even worse, he ends up going to jail. It escalates and somebody ends up getting hurt or even dying. We got to think about something like that too. And that's a situation that you don't want. You said, damn, bro, that shit ain't worth it. Man, he tried to get the strap down. The younger generation is sensitive as shit. Well, I know red pill, but everybody don't think the same way. Not everybody thinks like that. You know, you have some guys that really take it really serious to the point where they can't keep their emotions intact. And so you got to be with, like, if whenever I found somebody, I make sure I grab them. I make sure I grab them and I say, hey, are you okay? Just to make sure that we are cool and everything, because some people might take it different. There's a lot of people that take a foul or you fouling them hard really, really different than a person, like that's played. Like if somebody comes and slaps me across the face or something like that, um, I'll wait for them to see, okay, hey, look, and then they'll come up to me and they'll be like, hey, are you all right or something like that? You know what I'm saying? But I don't really worry about it. I'm different from other people. Like I can handle somebody fouling me hard. Matter of fact, I do want you to foul me hard when I go to the rack, because it lets me know that, okay, the amount of pain that I could take, and that's what I want. You said shaking my people in their feelings too much. I get you. Yeah, it's not really that serious, man. It's not serious, man. It's the red pill. You're spitting on facts, man. some people are highly sensitive now to the point where they're willing to knock you off over a basketball game, over a foul. You know, I've seen it happen many times before. You know, when I was playing in this little league out here in Dallas, man, I had to be on my p's and q's because I was cool with everybody in there, but you had a lot of people that weren't that weren't really cool with each other, and they would just come to the game just so that they can have something pop off and escalate so that it would give them a reason to cause some turmoil or start some drama. A lot of these people that come to the gym and come to play and stuff like that, they're going through things in their personal life, and they're not going to tell you that. They're not going to tell you that. What they're going to do is they're going to take their anger out on you. They going and in sports, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to take your anger out on the competition, but not to the point where you're trying to hurt that person, though. You know what I'm saying? Or trying to cause bodily harm to that person. You said modern society today is based around emotion and feelings. No offense, but men these days are really influenced by toxic femininity and masculinity. Well, yeah, it none taken because I definitely don't fall in that category. And you are right. You are right. A lot of people uh, they have female tendencies. You know, um, I haven't been around. I haven't been around that many people that are sensitive like that because I'm blessed to have people around me that have dinosaur skin. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I got dinosaur skin. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing pretty much. You have to have really thick skin coming from where I come from. If that makes any sense. Even online, red pill. There's a lot of people that are really highly sensitive online. You know, or social media, even on YouTube. There are a lot of highly sensitive individuals. Um, even with this YouTube thing, and I laugh at it because it's not that serious to me. You know, I do this because I like chopping it up with y'all. Yes, are we going to disagree? Absolutely. Are we going to have differences of opinion? Absolutely. But don't be so sensitive to the point where if somebody's trying to tell you something and you that person has a difference of opinion or whatever, and then you don't want to speak to that person again. That says a lot about you and your character. That says a lot about what type of individual you are. And some of these people that get online, they're not who you think they are. They might be somebody completely different. You know. You said I have friends. Salute to you. Wait, what? I see you in the building, brother. I have friends like that who are hella sensitive. They're annoying as shit and cry and play the victim mentality. Yeah, yeah. You have people like that. You have a lot of people like that, man. And me myself, me personally, I try to keep my circle small. You know what I'm saying? Especially, I have a family, man. So I don't really I don't really try to get into the madness of anything. If you want, there's people. It's funny that you said that about toxicity, red pill a little bit earlier. What's up, Red Pit? I mean, what's up? Wait, what?
No, what's good, pimp? No, no, I just wanted to say a few things about the same topic you were talking about, like what Red Pill was talking about, like how a man in today's society, dog, is not established.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right. Well,
Because go ahead.
hold on, brother. Before that though, let me get your take on the original topic first, and then you could go ahead and you could dive into that because I want to, we got to give respect to the show first or whatever. So, what do you think about Liangelo Bar playing in the summer league?
I feel like he just got to ball the fuck out. If he ball the fuck out, he's gonna be on that final squad pick up, and then you can really see like people got really like I know when he came out and said he want all three his son on one team, like you know what I'm saying, like as in big baller. You feel me? It shows that like if you constantly put into the rotation and you keep constantly putting that into the universe, but that shit can actually happen. So you see that now is a chance that I heard on certain levels that the Pelicans don't want to give Lonzo that max. So imagine if a Charlotte come through, they probably gotta make some moves. They probably gotta move Rozier. They got like clear up a couple cap space. You know what I'm saying, and then see if it's possible to go after Alonzo in the free agency. Even though he's gonna be a restricted free agent, they can at least throw out an offer to see if Pelicans will match it, so you can actually have all three of the brothers on the same team. However, there's two things that gotta happen for this situation. Jello, he got to fucking ball out. So I'm definitely hyped for the summer league because I was already finna watch all them games anyway. So definitely scope about seeing how that shit is. So definitely glad he gonna get the opportunity. So definitely I'm definitely circling Charlotte Hornets summer games. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? Basketball seems like it's gonna be all around this year, and you can just appreciate it on the low. You know? So definitely, shout out to Jamelo, man, because like he could have just like, because I know a lot of people was like cushioning him, like saying nah, he can't do it. Especially what happened in Detroit, man. Like I said, dog, you keep fighting, and you're gonna keep getting them opportunities, because basketball is about fundamentals of leveling up every skill set of you. You know what I'm saying? You can't come in here like a Giannis and just like you feel me, focus on one or two things and then build all throughout the whole season. He got to like put all his work into it now because teams are going to allow it to be, seen like that. Like he can do this, he can go be an outside, he can be an inside. If he was limited skill set, he probably had his opportunity. But just for the simple fact that you have to be every level skill set to just get recognition. It shows, man. Like, and I'm hoping the best for him. That's it.
All right, now you could go ahead because I just want to make sure that we got that topic out of the way first. Now, what was you about to say in reference to Red Pill?
Oh, now what Red Pill was saying, like, when you talking about hella sensitive, his friends and like, just the man mentality of like being, cause like, I- it's like, it's like, it's like dudes are becoming broads and broads are becoming dudes. And that concept that when you have females who would do the slime dirt in front of you, just like how dudes used to do it back in the days of you Pete. And like and it really shows that like it's flip flop because now you got even certain dudes that you like yeah, like he cool and everything, but at times he had that broad tendency because there's so many times where you hear so many like the cutting off, like yo let me get my point across, let me like that the bickering, let me yell it over you. It got to that point, the emotion that especially with gun violence, like niggas quick, oh you try, you gotta be emotional about it. You gotta pull out your fight. You gotta show off. I got this. You know what I'm saying? It's so many things that it's like it's like a broad shit. It's like a lot of like no disrespect to the females, not like that. It's just like a lot of tendencies from dudes is more like broad. It's like the arguments, not allowing people to just be who they are. But we gotta say, you know what I'm saying? It's just weird, dog. It's weird. Um, and I think for example, like for like females to have so many outlets for like growth off of the horniness of men, it shows even more. It's like, bro, like we used to be like, yo, like you need to have this and that, but now it's like, oh, you just pay for it, or in the concept of or like, oh yeah, like I gotta take that because I'm trying to get into that, or like what I'm saying, doing some sucker shit, you know what I'm saying, just to do. I don't even know, man. It's weird, dog. It's like you see it every day, and it's like the norm. So it's like society itself is just fucked me up. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely growing up from where growing up in the like 2000. Like imagine, I remember like before Obama and shit like that. I remember like little things. You know what I'm saying? I was a kid at that time, but I wasn't a kid like that. I remember times when like you know when you hear adult, like when you see old head on the streets, you hear them out. You know what I'm saying? You don't disrespect them. You don't be like fuck off when you hear that shit. You don't jump the old head and some shit like that. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it was morals in a way. Even though like I know like you know niggas couldn't do much. You know what I'm saying? Because racism was stronger then, but it wasn't out of control how it is now in a way. It's like people want to stroke their egos compared to back in the day. It was just like I don't know. I don't know, Polo man. My bad, bro. I just went all over the place. I'm just disappointed, man.
Nah, man. I mean, nah. You spitting on facts. I'm gonna get to what you said in just a second. Let me read these comments. You said Christian Wood, Westbrook, Jordan Bell, Birdman, Snoop Dogg, all from my area, Long Beach. Okay, yeah, the LBC baby. And then you said Kevin Samuels really states facts about as men we need to progress and be at our best in life in this society. Every man should be aware and logical about female nature. Listen, everything that like these guys that be, I don't really, like I said, Red Pill. I don't be. I, I've listened to some of the things that Kevin. Uh, People have said about Kevin Samuels and stuff like that. But listen, wait, what? And I'm gonna tell you this too. Like you can listen to all these guys that are online. The what I think Satan the Sinner, what Alpha Male Strategies, and Kevin Samuels, all these other guys. And shout out to them. You know what I'm saying, for doing their thing and stuff. But if if you can't do anything by experience and do it on your own and actually apply some of the things that they telling you to and actually have a know-how to do some of those things and you just listen to those guys or whatever and they're teaching you what to do, you're never going to actually have leadership qualities if that makes any sense. Like wait, what? I ain't never had to rely on somebody telling me, okay, yeah, you need to do this, you need to do that. I actually felt like experiencing it and bumping your head was better than me. Oh yeah, you know what? Let me rehearse this or let me try this or something like that. I mean, it always worked for me. You know what I'm saying? But would there be people that like my friends or something like that, that I would take certain gems from and everything? Yeah, absolutely. But like you have to realize that some of those guys are a little bit older. You know what I'm saying? So they are a little bit wiser, but they probably haven't walked down the same road or the same path or been through some of the same experiences that you have been. So you can't really you have to find your lane and what works for you, but you do have to make sure that you're being a leader yourself and try your best to do everything on your own. You know what I'm saying? Or you're always just gonna be relying on somebody else or something like that. You said this is a term I give to all my brothers. Women will chase the alpha and put rules in beta males. Women chase high value men. Okay, we're not talking about that. Yeah, we not talking about that. Red
Like,
pill. Yeah.
like, just to like, listen, for me to talk about them situations, like for me, like I said, like I get what you're totally saying though, Polo, like totally, like needing somebody, like following the step by step for somebody else won't allow you to be that creative leader. You could be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you could take, you could take notes from certain things and you could collide them with other things you came up with. Um, but like guys like that, like Kevin Samuel, all that shit. It like for me, I kind of like I want to go beyond just the surface of it. I want to go spiritual. You know what I'm saying? I want to go to the point where I can be consistent, not just because he's telling me how to be consistent, just being consistent with myself, even beyond this life. You know what I'm saying? And the concept that what I believe in, what I trust in, is something I've totally believe in and created for myself, and not you know took that from follow somebody else's exact steps. Because if I follow somebody else's exact steps, if they go down the cliff, I'm going straight there too. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta be worried about who you following. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't follow. I peep seeing, I see how they move. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, he using boots instead of regular shoes. I'm not looking at what path he going on. I'm looking at the materials he have on to take through that travel. And I will use those, you know what I'm saying, them type of mentalities, like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you see a hiker hike, they got a bag, they got this, they got that. You know what I'm saying? It just take certain things from what path certain people go down and use that shit. For my example, I use Bob Marley for example. How he looked for solutions compared to stuck on a problem. You know what I'm saying? He was always good at that, like looking for solutions instead of just sinking in that problem. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of folks are into that. They're so focused on what's the problem, instead of just looking for different out of solutions. That's why I can be able to have a ability to have a mindset of seeing things not just in the four walls, but it could be beyond it, like a circle or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Outside of it, and come up with creative ideas that it could be simple if you really just allow yourself to take it in. You know what I'm saying? So for me, like I said, like you can pull from whoever you want. At the end of the day, it still gotta be your hands and your ability to build up what you're creating. You know. So I could take that, using some type of this for outside of my house to help it be more sturdy. Okay, and I'm gonna use that material instead of just coming with wheat. It's like the three little pigs in the concept. You peep that the hay house didn't work. You peep that this didn't work out, and then you realize, okay, he can't do that because of that. I can take some of that from that situation. I can also learn from those who failed for taking like routes like a hay house or like a paper house. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense.
Yeah, that's definitely facts right there. You always want to use somebody else's experiences so that you can learn from that and stuff, and that's key. But then again, you also want to build. You also want to build on your own knowledge, like what you were saying and stuff. And look, I don't knock those guys for what they doing, because I mean those guys got a good following. You know what I'm saying? I mean, uh, I'm I'm glad that they. I look at it like this. It's not about the female type of thing that they talking about. I'm glad that they brothers that's actually trying to do something. Now, whether some people think it's wrong, or some people go against them or something like that, hey, that's on them. But they're talking about them. They're not talking about you. You know what I'm saying? So obviously they're leading. in some form or fashion. And me, that me, wait, what? I mean, I'm different. I'm different from a lot of people, man. Like one of the things, man, that you know that you could say about the LDBC, man, is that we got a lot of leaders in here, but it's an extreme amount of followers. You know what I'm saying? And me, I don't know, man. I'm built differently, man. I like to lead. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like to. Oh yeah, I'm a hop on. I'm a just hop on what this person says because they said this or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Or I have to agree with this because this person is this. No, I follow my own lead. You know what I'm saying? I do. I move to the beat of my own drum. And don't get me wrong. I respect everybody's opinion, and it's definitely validated with me, depending on what opinion it is. But we can't sit here and expect for ourselves to progress and expect for ourselves to evolve if we're always leaning on somebody else to do it for us or to try to you know uh, put in the legwork for us and everything like that. Nah, you got to put in the legwork on your own, and that's why I consistently come out here. I consistently try to push this content out here for you. Like I'm talking about Liangelo Ball, on this video. But guess what? Some people would be like, "Oh, we're just gonna stick to this topic and this topic only." Nah, that's not what I'm about over here. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a freedom of expression. Now, as long as you don't disrespect anybody or it gets out of hand, hey, we fine with that. But I don't mind talking about, the stuff that, Red Pill is bringing up. It's just that, there are people that are listening and stuff like that. And some people they don't want to hear about a guy like, Kevin Samuels or what he has to say and all this other stuff. Me, I really don't care, you know what I'm saying, because they don't really apply to me. But to somebody like Red Pill, it might it might really motivate him. It might get to him. But for me and wait, what we it's like we we comfortable like in our center. That's not to say that Red Pill isn't, but it's some people that like to listen to guys like that. But man, shout out to Kevin Samuels and what he's doing over there or whatever. And shout out to everybody else that's out here trying to build their platforms and stuff like that because he has a big following. But yeah, man, with Leangelo Ball, wait, what? I haven't given up with Leangelo Ball. I don't think you understand how bad I want this guy to succeed. I want Leangelo Ball to make it, man. Um,
Do you
he
think?
lost, right? Oh, go ahead,
Would
you
you?
got it.
I was gonna say, you think if he joined that Charlotte team, like the regular squad they had this year, you know, would that be an ad? Like what position you put him at? Would you put him at small or you put him at the two?
The thing with this is what I said. Wait, what? The
His
thing
game
with
look
Leandro,
nice.
yeah, I understand that, but see, Leandro Ball is gonna have to go out there, and he can't play the same way that he did when he was in Lithuania, and the same way that he played when he was in Chino Hills, and even UCLA. Okay,
Hmm.
he has to transition his game and become a player to where you're going to be a role player, pretty much like to just knock down shots and to play solid defense or whatever, because you need to just stay in the league. You know what I'm saying? You need to keep your job. So they're not going to ask you to do all the scoring and all this other stuff and getting up and down the floor and all that other stuff, because there's so many other players that are just more athletically gifted than he is, and there's a lot of other players that can score a lot better than what he does. But that's not to say that because he did lead the Chino Hills. He led them in scoring. You know what I'm saying? But you wouldn't have never known it because he was so quiet about some of the things that he was doing or whatnot. But I don't need Leandro Ball to do any of that weight. What I want him to do is what he's doing now. He lost a whole bunch of weight. He's losing some more. He's working on his body fat, trying to get chiseled. And then of course he has the three ball. Just continue to work on the three. You could come in and just be a solid 3 and D guy and keep your job. And I would put him at like the three, the undersized three.
No, I like that. I like that. I like that.
He's because he's 6'5", 6'6", right? 6'5".
Yeah, he should be around that, like 6'5". About what, a low two or mid two? About a low two,
Well,
right?
he lost weight. Yeah, he lost weight. He was in, in a higher two, but now he's lost weight. I think he lost like 15, 20 pounds, something like that.
So he probably like two mid, like mid two, something like that probably. But
Hmm.
like I said, I just need him to showcase himself, so other teams can get really a good view of him, and he could probably be used at so many different other spots. You know what I'm saying? But let me not to go off topic right quick, but let me ask you, how you feel about the state of Washington right now, especially when they got a new black coach? I feel like if they trying to pull the same thing on what happened in Houston, cause like I'm saying, I don't see nobody talking about it like that. And that same concept, how the brother in Houston got kind of played out. Now in Washington, now you got Russell Westbrook getting linked to the Lakers, and then you got Bradley Beal about to ask for a trade. Ain't Bradley Beal doing the same thing James Harden did?
I wouldn't put it in the same sentence because Bradley Bill is being he's actually being professional, and the Warriors, like, remember we talked about this yesterday with Young. The Warriors players are actually pushing. They're pushing for Bradley Bill to come out there. Wes Unseld Jr. Um, he was a good coach. Matter of fact, I thought he was going to take over when he was in Denver for Mike Malone, but that didn't happen. So he's actually getting a chance to do his thing over there. Now, when we talk about H Town and we talk about Silas and everything, Silas is a decent coach. You know what I'm saying? But he wants to bring an entire culture change that I don't think that some of those young players are quite ready for. He wants the ball to move. He wants to play that Euro up and down type style, instead of just it just sticking to one. He don't want the ball to stick to nobody, and that's what the situation was in Houston when Harden and Westbrook had left or whatever, because they had a problem with him and his offense and what he wanted to do, and he told James Harden flat out, "You're not going to be doing some of the things that you were doing in the past. This is a team game," and I understood that. But I think that Bradley Bill going to Golden State or whatnot, I don't, I don't know about that, man. I sit there and I look at that, man, and I'm like, I don't know about that because you put a guy like Bradley Bill on there. I don't know if it was you or somebody else that said this, but it's like he'll be okay for offense, but what about defense though?
I feel like if you're gonna try to go after Bradley Beal, go after Dame Lillard. Because but only thing they both kind of like on defense, but at least you'll get
Hmm.
more with Dame Lillard on the offense. You know what I'm saying? But I also think about as well as how much the pricing of each player. I don't think the value of Bradley Beal is the same as a Dame Lillard, so you'll probably get less. You'll probably save more if you go with a Bradley Beal compared to if you go all out for a Dame Lillard, because that's when you're gonna have to depend on. See the difference. See like like see when you go out there and you sacrifice so many type of players for one player to bring in, that means that team, that starting lineup, got to be at least. really good on defense in that concept to be able to last throughout what you can because your money gonna be tight. You're not gonna have too many opportunities to sign certain players. So you got to make sure that defense is a priority in the concept way. Um, so I feel like Golden State, if they get Bradley Beal, it'll be an intriguing story. You know what I'm saying? As in like the add on to it. I want to see what they give up, such as what they give up with Wiggins. Like, cause Wiggins is gonna be this is why we gonna be what his third team and what like in the last what 2 3 years, like third team in
Yeah.
3 years. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Are we done with Andrew Wiggins? Is he just like you know what I'm saying? Like
I,
I feel like honestly, I feel like if he get an opportunity to run it with a Clay, a Steph all together, you know, that could be something interesting because his defense prior is amazing, bro. He just gotta get the flow and the funks. That's why I feel like honestly, I feel like he's gonna have a breakout year this upcoming season. Um, just on regardless of where he go, because I feel like the lack of respect on his game, yeah, tended, what happened with Jimmy Butler and all that stuff kind of played a huge part of probably knocking down his confidence in a lot of players, and then media egg on shit like that. So he constantly getting questioned probably every time when he goes somewhere. So definitely, hopefully,
yeah.
like
Well,
they do keep.
man. Like well, I mean, salute to you, Don Lovato. I've seen you in the building, man. Look, I'm gonna I'm gonna say this right here. Andrew Wiggins, um, when he first came into the league, wait, what? I was high on Andrew Wiggins. I felt like this guy was gonna be all time. Like the way that he was playing, his athleticism. I was like, this guy's gonna be an all time great. The way he played, because the way that he performed in the Jordan Classic and in the high school coming from Canada, and then when he played at Kansas, I was like, wow. But then I began to notice, I was like, this guy is not motivated at all. He's like really laid back. And I think the thing that really got to him, wait, what, is when LeBron, because remember he was with Cleveland initially, and then when LeBron he came, it was kind of like, dang, man, you just got rid of me, and I don't think he quite got over that. Like I don't think he quite got over that. And then ever since then, he'll have some games and spurts and everything like that, but he just hasn't been consistent. Like right now, Andrew Wiggins should be like like damn near a 30-point scorer, being where he's at, but he just does not have that desire and that will, and that means a lot, man. Your attitude, it means a lot, man.
But I'm gonna be honest though, Polo. That's why I said the Golden State Warriors got an opportunity to resurface that. Imagine this though, Polo. Like legit, imagine this. You're a first round pick. The team they've been scouting you, which is Cleveland. Bam, bam. They've been telling you they're gonna do all this. This is all that. Bam, bam. You get there, free agency. This dude, LeBron, bam, made a trade to send you. He didn't have the opportunity to actually had a great time to get you in the gym to see how great you is. He was just so focused on getting integrated pieces such as the Kevin Love because he realized that shit when he was playing Chris Ball. I'm gonna need somebody on that front. Not just so much with me, but I know I had somebody there. You know what I'm saying? So if you ever pay attention to like who he team up with and how his success is really measured, you know what I'm saying? Like as in like with you got Chris Bosh, you got Kevin Love, you got AD, like at those front positions. You know what I'm saying? And they was crucial. You seen how Chris Bosh got that rebound. You know what I'm saying? In that situation, you wasn't depending on the D Wade to grab that rebound for you. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Right.
so that front line core he always needed. So his tunnel vision, he didn't see it where he realized that he kind of like fucked up two players in a way. Kevin Love with the weight loss and everything. Now look at him now, and then you look at Andrew Wiggins and look at him now. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta imagine like both of them teams that traded for him, Milwaukee and Cleveland. One still got their asset while the other one is all over the map. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, I think that really did play into confidence. Because imagine him, Kyrie, you know what I'm saying? Not bringing in the James LeBron before that, but I'm saying like a Kyrie, him, and then you gotta remember Greg Hayward, Gordon Hayward. He was coming there too in that concept. So it would have been a Gordon Hayward, Kyrie, and an Andrew Wiggins. Like that would have been nice. That would have been nice. That would have been different. Cleveland would have been loved in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Um, but it's so much. That's what I'm saying. Like people gotta realize there's so many things integrating, like trades and these movements. It really make a difference, man. It really do make a difference in certain players' growth. You know. So like that's why I said like I know his skills is there. Like he got the skills, bro. He showed glimpses, especially with the Warriors. That's why I feel like if the Warriors are able to say, no, Wiggins, we got you. Don't worry about that. That's why I feel like they need to do with Wiseman. Like you probably fuck up Wiseman. Whoa.
My bad. Wait, what? You still there, bro? Wait, what? If you there, man, come back in, man, if you can, bro. I had some issues. Had to switch the phones for a sec. But Wait, what was definitely spitting on facts just now in terms of when it comes to trades and moving players, things of that nature. Yeah, it definitely has an effect on a lot of players, and they can't deal with it mentally, um, and their growth is stunted mentally. So I salute Wait What for pulling up, for being able to let us know about what he thinks about Liangelo Ball, about what we were talking about with Red Pill a little bit earlier, and just talking about a whole bunch of different subjects that we were tackling and everything. And I thank him for giving his insight. But again, man, hit that like, hit that sub, also hit the notifications too. It's your boy Polo Sports Talking ENT. Until then, man, I'll get at y'all a little bit later.